Life on Earth began in the ocean. But the ocean is a dark, scary place filled with a menagerie of creatures that make even the most deadly of Australian wildlife look like it belongs in a petting zoo. In fact, it's no wonder the second a fish realised it didn't need to stay in there, it checked itself out and left its gills behind. Life beginning in the ocean is the reason we crave salt now. Hello everyone, my name is Chip, and I'm craving some salt right now. Not the table salt type. No, not even that fancy pink stuff you find in snobby restaurants. No, the only type of salt that will satisfy my cravings is the salt of magic players. Salty, salty magic players.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
Yep, that's right. Chancellor Annex is back in a white-red deck filled with some of Magic's most salt-inducing cards. Oh, you wanted to play a spell on turn 1? Tough. You'd like to cast a spell with a CMC of 1? Not today. Oh, it's a non-creature spell? Pay 1. Oh, you thought you'd just get to search your library. That'll cost you 2. Running non-basics? Nice mountains. You can't get 2 mana on turn 1? Well, we can. Yes, taking inspiration from Death and Taxes, Sun and Moon, and Thalia Stompy, I present you a deck I like to call...
How to lose friends.
Today's deck list is in the description below. And if there's something you want to say about the deck or a suggestion for another deck, feel free to leave a comment. If you like the video, be sure to leave a like and show it to a friend. Now, let's see if we can get through this gameplay without referencing Star Wars.
Salt.
Damn it! Alright, we lose the die roll and our opponent gets to go first. We've got a hand with 2 Magus to the Moon and no other hate pieces, but we've got a Selfless Spirit as well. I suppose we'll keep. Hopefully we can hurt them with Magus to the Moon. They play a Bloodstained Mire, crack it immediately. For a Watery Grave, untapped. And they lead with the Inquisition, okay. They take a Magus, okay, they do not like Blood Moon style effects. Draw a Lurrus. Well, that's not particularly helpful here, but we draw a Lurrus. Alright, well, we'll play our planes and pass the turn. They play a Scalding Tarn, play another Inquisition. They take the Lurrus. Okay, they don't like graveyard shenanigans either. Well, we draw a Thalia, so we might as well run out the Thalia. Pass the turn there. In our end step, they crack the Scalding Tarn, get a Blood Crypt, tapped. They do nothing. Okay. Well, they really didn't like the Magus. They could be holding up Counter Magic and Hand Hate at the same time, though. That does not seem normal. Alright, well, we'll run out the Magus to the Moon. Okay, opponent has 2 mountains. Swing in for 2. Opponent takes it down to 14. They Lightning Bolt the Magus. Okay. They get a Bloodstained Mire. They pass the turn there. Okay. Well, we get another Ghost Quarter. We'll run out of Selfless Spirit. Yep, opponent Lightning Bolts the Thalia. Play another Ghost Quarter, and we'll just pass it there. They're down to 1 card. We haven't done much, but they are down to 1 card. They're just passing the turn. Okay. We draw another Thalia, hey? Well, we'll run out another Thalia. We'll attack with the Selfless Spirit, see what they're going to do. Alright, they take it down to 12. We pass it to them. Wow, they try and bolt the Thalia, hey? Well, we're going to sacrifice the Selfless Spirit. They obviously hate Thalias. Play a Steam Vents, untap. They crack the Bloodstained Mire. They got a basic Swamp, okay. Snapcaster Mage. Is this Snapcaster Mage for a bolt on Thalia? Snapcaster Mage for a Lightning Bolt, yep. Wow, targets Thalia. Damn. They really, really hate Thalia. I think we're actually going to crack a Sunbaked Canyon here. See if we can draw into something else. Yeah. Sure. Happy with that. Our poor opponent. They just hate Thalia. You just keep drawing it. Alright. Well, that's your go, opponent. Thought Scour, yep, mill themselves. They don't swing in because we've got a first striker. It's a good call, opponent. We draw a Chancellor. And oddly enough, we're actually not all that far away from casting it either. So we got 5 lands. We draw 1 more land. We can, if we draw 1 more colored source, we can cast it. I think we're just going to stay back with this Thalia. Inquisition, hey? Well, we're going to exile Simian Spirit Guide for mana. Now the question is, do we crack our Sunbaked Canyon and try and draw a card? No, I don't think we do. Do we just let it go? We could Field of Ruin. Yeah, I think we're actually going to Field of Ruin. Yep, they tap the Steam Vents in response. Well, we'll just get our mountain. Alright, they let the mana go. And they pass to us, alrighty. Draw another land, okay. So yep, 1 land away from Chancellor coming down. Cool with that. They hate Thalia. They're going to hate Thalia's big sister. Yep, 2 mana opt. Player Steam Vents, untapped, okay. For Thing in the Ice. Ah, I see. It makes sense now why they hate Thalia. Let the hate flow through you. Alright, well, this was never meant to happen, but I think we're gonna try and cast a Chancellor. There it is. Yeah, we're not going to attack with the Thalia. Opponent's reading Chancellor of the Annex. This wasn't meant to happen. We're not meant to cast the Chancellor. Alright, they passed their turn. Field of Ruin, eh? Well, we're going to play Field of Ruin. Just going to swing with the good old Chancellor. No blocks. Our opponent takes it down to 2. Fatal Push on our Thalia. Sure thing. You going to pay the extra 1? Yep, they pay the extra 1. Yep, that's a Thalia down. Serum Visions. Yep, go for it, opponent. And then do you have a 2-mana answer for Chancellor? Because that's what you're going to need. Opponent scoops it up. Sideboard, hey? So what works for us? Rest in Peace might be it. Didn't see any color stuff, so we'll bring in 3 Rest in Peace over a Lurrus and a Goblin Cratermaker. Run it back like that. Hopefully we can slow them down enough that we can get a Chalice out. They didn't even see the Chalice in the last game, so they've got no idea it's coming. Oh, I know they hate Thalia, but I don't think this is going to do it. It's just a bunch of lands. Yeah, and they'll hand-hate it out of us. Yeah, we're going to mull. Alright, so we've got a Chancellor into a fast Leonin Arbiter. Nothing else. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Keep this. I think it's actually Seasoned Pyromancer to the bottom. Well, we reveal Chancellor. Opponent plays the Watery Grave. Untapped. Okay. Serum Visions gets counted. Fingers crossed. We draw a Chalice of the Void. Come on, Chalice of the Void. Chalice of the Void, please. Okay. Now, there's a few things that stop this, and I'm hoping our opponent doesn't run any of them. Come on. Chalice on 1 sticks. Alright, well, then we need land or Simian next turn. Yep, opponent gets the Thing in the Ice. That's a Simian. Well, we'll exile the Simian, and we'll cast Leonin Arbiter. And then this means if our opponent casts anything... Yeah, if our opponent... not anything, but... Yeah, maybe we can draw a land and Winds of Abandon this Thing in the Ice. Certainly slow our opponent down. Come on, land. That's a land. That's a real good land. Well, we're just going to start on an Arbiter. Our opponent forgets to pay the Arbiter cost for their Bloodstained Mire. Loses a land. And they scoop up the match. There we go. Nice and salty concede there. I love it. I love it. Alright, we lose the die roll, so our opponent gets to go first. We mulligan our hand away into a hand with Magus, the Moon, and Chalice of the Void. We hope it's enough. We put Seasoned Pyromancer to the bottom, and off we go. We are shields down without an Annex. Opponent plays a Temple of Deceit, and exiles 2 Lotus Blooms. They are ad nauseum. They pass the turn there. We draw Thalia. Thalia is really good in the ad nauseum matchup. We decide to deploy the Chalice of the Void on 0, counter those Lotus Blooms before they come down, and we pass the turn. Opponent's Lotus Blooms tick down, they play a City of Brass, and then they run out a Pentad Prism. We draw a Seasoned Pyromancer and decide it's time to play the big girl herself, Thalia. Thalia comes down, we go to pass the turn, our opponent scoops it up and leaves the entire match. I guess they needed a glass of water. Because, you know, salt.
Salty.
Alright, we lost the die roll. We get an alright hand though. Gonna keep. Reveal the Chancellor. Yep, that's a Chancellor being revealed. Opponent plays the Snow-Covered Plains. Passes the turn. Okay. No Simian Spirit Guide. That's unfortunate. Well, we'll just go Sacred Foundry tapped. We'll pass it there. Do they forget about the Chancellor? Greater Aurimancy. That looks like that's getting counted. Opponent's confused. Chancellor got a Greater Aurimancy. Opponent passes to us. I guess Thalia's pretty good against enchantments. We'll pass the turn there. Ooh, on thin ice. Gets our Thalia. Disappointing. But opponent doesn't have a land. How interesting. We'll say no to the shock land, and we'll run out the Chalice on 1. Hopefully that puts a stop to the rest of their removal. Now we can draw a Ghost Quarter. I'd be a very happy man. Suppression Field. Okay. Well, Seasoned Pyro. Opponent stuck on 1 land. We gotta dig for that Ghost Quarter. We'll get rid of a Magus and a Chancellor. Field of Ruin's pretty good. Not quite a Ghost Quarter, but can certainly do the job. Ooh, That's going to hurt their feelings. Yep, they can get their ghostly prison, that's fine. Another Thalia, okay. Well, it's Leonin Arbiter and Thalia. Alright, so next turn we're planning on blowing up their land. They play a snow-covered plains. Alright, and they're locked, can't play anything. Or they're planning on paying the Arbiter tax. But that's fine. If they want to pay the Arbiter tax, we can also pay the Arbiter tax. That'd be nice. Ah, no we can't, because of Suppression Field. That's frustrating. They got us with Suppression Field. Oh well. Magus of the Moon it is. We'll just start attacking next turn then. Can swing in with 2 creatures currently. Oh, they draw another land. They're hidden runner on lands. Solemnity. Okay, we could get locked pretty soon. Lurrus doesn't do a lot here. Alright, well we'll go to combat. We'll just pay 4 to attack. Get him down to 16, pass the turn. Opponent plays another land. They got all the lands in the world. Wouldn't mind another land ourselves. Chalice of the Void, hey? If we can put that on 3, that'll stop them from casting their other piece that combos with Solemnity. And I wonder if that's good enough. We'll actually swing with Arbiter here, in case they're planning on getting cute with Settler Wreckage. No, they just take it down to 12, okay. Pour 3 nodes that gets countered, totally fine by me. And they pass it there. We do draw the mountain. Do we Chalice on 3? Do we do that? Certainly stop a lot of their outs. Need 1 more land to do it though, don't we? Yeah, we'll need 1 more. Alright, well we'll have a think about it and we'll just swing with 3 creatures this time. We pay 6 to attack. We are presenting lethal, opponent. What have you got? They've got another land. Entreat the Angels for 1. Okay. We also draw a land. Yeah, I think we just attack with 3 creatures. They'll block 1 of them. Yep, they block Thalia. Fortunately, we have a spare. Opponent's down to 2. Ruined Halo, hey? I mean, if you had to draw one, that's certainly one of them. What do they name? Seasoned Pyromancer, okay. Draw another Chalice. So there's no point attacking with Seasoned Pyro. We can swing with 3. Okay, so we've got it then? Yep, opponent scoops it up. Lovely, okay. Just not fast enough, opponent. Alright, so what do we want? We want Disenchants in. What else? There's not a lot. I think it's just the Disenchants. It can come in over the Goblin Cratermakers. Alright, we're good with that. Yeah, okay, we'll run it back like that. They're deciding whether or not they play first. This is a hand. It's not a great one. It's got the Chalice. I think we're going to go for a mull here, see if we can get them with Chancellor of the Annex. This is also not very good. We'll go again. Hey, that's a hand. We're going to keep that. Alright, 2 cards on the bottom, hey? Well, I guess it's Lurrus and Sunbaked Canyon. We reveal the Chancellor. Opponent plays a Flagstones. Passes the turn, okay. Gonna play a Sacred Foundry, untapped. Exile Simian Spirit Guide. And cast a Chalice on 1. So this keeps their opponent locked under Chancellor for a second. Yep, they play the Flagstones and crack it. Oof. If only we'd played the Leonin Arbiter. But fingers crossed their spell gets countered. Yep, 2 mana. For a suppression field. It's gonna get countered. Can you do anything, opponent? No, you cannot. Okay. Field of Ruin, that'll do. Leonin Arbiter comes down to play. Ruined Halo. If that name's Leonin Arbiter, we're in trouble. They saw the line. It's upsetting when they see the line. Did draw a plains though. We're not really doing anything else with this Field of Ruin. Might as well blow up their special land. You're stuck on 1 mana and we've got a Chalice. No point attacking. Both got each other in a weird sort of lock. Opponent doesn't have the land, okay. We draw another Leonin Arbiter. This game is ridiculous. Well, we'll run it out. Really stop them searching. Opponent draws a land though. Ugh. Plays a Porphyry Nodes into a counter spell, okay. Plays another Porphyry Nodes into the Chalice. I think they're just showing us how ridiculous this game is. They're actually being quite a good sport about it all. Sunbaked Canyon. Well, you're not the only one who thinks this game is ridiculous. Here's a Leonin Arbiter. Pass it there. Suppression field, sure thing. Alright, well, here's something that's not a Leonin Arbiter. It's a Thalia. Alright, well, we'll pass it there. 10 turn clock with Thalia. Oh no, another Ruined Halo. This is awful. This game is awful. I hate this so much. I mean, I'm having fun, but I hate that I'm having fun. Oh dear. Alright, well, we draw something that's not a Thalia and a Leonin Arbiter. We play out a Selfless Spirit. Maybe this will get in for some damage. This is the best game ever. They choose Selfless Spirit. Okay. Well, we draw a Ghost Quarter. Suppose that'd be the play. We go after a basic in case we hit Magus? Yeah, that's the play. We're going to go after a basic. Come on, Disenchant. They do nothing. We don't have a land. Alright, we've got the Simian Spirit Guide. Do we play it? I think we play it. Oh no, it's Monkey Beats. We have been reduced to Monkey Beats. Maybe we'll get an attack in finally. The longer this game goes, the longer they have a chance to get their lockdown though. Monkey Beats, here we come. Another monkey. More Monkey Beats, fair enough. Well, we're going to swing in with Simian. Opponent takes it down to 18. We skipped through our own main phase? What? How long have I not had a stop on my turn? Fair enough. Alright, well, they just bought themselves an extra turn with our misplay. Another Thalia? Well, that's useless. Here comes another monkey. No, that's not right. We'll swing with Simian. They're on a 4-turn clock. They don't draw a land. They pass the turn again. Okay, what do we draw? We draw a plains. Lovely. Okay. Swing in with the monkeys. Opponent takes it down to 12. They do nothing but pass. Okay. They have to discard down. What are they discarding? A ley line. Okay. Ooh, we hit the Magus. Magus is great. Alright, well, we're going to Magus then. Takes them down to 1 white land. Swing in with the Simians. They're down to 8. Okay. Pass the turn. Can you get out of this opponent? They did draw a land though. This is not good. What are they going to cast? Did they draw a 2-drop? Another Rune Halo! Oh dear. Yep, that's the Simians down. 4-turn clock with this Magus. Alright. We draw a Lurrus. Okay. At least it's something we can hit them with. Magus swings. Take it down to 6. We run out Lurrus. What is this game? Opponent has a Greater Aurimancy. That is fine. You've run out of Runed Halos. A Greater Aurimancy is fine. It does mean our Disenchants don't do it though. We draw another Chancellor. Oh dear, the way this game's going, we might be playing those out. Alright. In comes Lurrus and Magus. Our opponent's down to 1. What did you draw, opponent? Does it beat us? And they scoop it up. Alright, finally. Jesus. Oh dear, oh dear. That was a ridiculous game. I never want to play Magic again. Oh boy. This deck was never built to win. It won a few games, that's great. But what you really want out of this deck is Salt. Would I recommend playing this deck? Absolutely, if you got some spare money around for some of the most expensive cards in Modern right now. Seasoned Pyromancer and Chalice of the Void seem pretty pricey. Should you play it competitively? Absolutely not. Should you play it with friends? Only if you have a major sodium deficiency. Anyway, that's been me, and until next time, have fun.